Your favorite YouTuber is dead. Maybe, possibly, they are dead. Hello, my friends. Today, we're gonna find out if that's true, because I have compiled 15 of YouTube's biggest creators since the beginning. These are YouTubers we haven't thought of in many years, and we're gonna be watching their very first video and their last video. Not only are we gonna be watching them, but I'm going to be guessing what their last video is based purely off their first video. And at the end of this video, I have something shocking and traumatic to show you that I found. A piece of art lost to time itself that no one has ever seen, made by one of your favorite creators. First on the list, we are going to be visiting an absolute GOAT, an icon of the YouTube scene, and that is Fred Foghorn. This man is an OG, the first channel on YouTube to hit 1 million subscribers. The Fred channel was started by Lucas Cruikshank in 2008. He even got a movie with Nickelodeon, which was a banger. Huh? But let's see how this absolute titan in global media began.
My mom, she went out with some friends to a Halloween party, and she left me home alone, and she said I can't leave the house. So I'm just sitting here, and she left a few minutes ago, and she told me I can't use her camera. But I'm doing it anyway.
I'm just gonna let you know, this feels illegal to be watching. If you've been watching YouTube as long as me, I'm sure at some point you came across this guy. Well, hopefully you didn't, because that would be illegal. I remember being like 8 years old, and when he would scream and yell and stuff, it had been an absolute joke gold. Hey, it's Fred! I thought it was peak comedy. My love affair with Fred was short-lived, as I grew out of the phase of finding squeaky voices funny, and matured and became wise and began finding fart noises funny. So I have no idea what happened to Fred. Did he drop dead? Fred? My guess for the enigma of what happened to Fred Figglethorn is sex crimes. I believe he got in trouble for figgling too many horns. I'm joking, for legal reasons, obviously. He has never ever committed anything like that we know of. So let's see how it ended up. What?
Hi, I'm Jessica. And I'm Diego. Did you ever ask your
What happened to Fred? It turns out Fred sold his channel to a media company. Turns out I was wrong. He didn't sell. He just stopped uploading and let others put their family-friendly content on his Fred channel. So, idiot! And he created his own channel under his real name. Also, why is Jake Paul on the Fred channel?
Hey ladies, do you guys want to pie your mom in the face today?
Yes.
And do you want to pie your daughters?
I would love it.
This sounds like a bit. Is this a bit? If I was making this content, I would also feel like I need to prove that I'm tough by beating up geriatrics and retired fighters. While we're here, we may as well check out Mr. Team 10 himself. His first video on his channel is a Vine compilation, so let's check out these gems.
Oh, you need a ride home. SpongeBob?
SpongeBob, I know you're in there. You need to come out right now, or else I'm gonna come inside of there and I'm gonna find you, okay?
He's gonna do what? I don't think he can blame his lack of brain cells on his recent boxing career. This was his first non-compilation video. What is with him and pineapples?
SpongeBob's stuck in here.
Oh, come on, quit being silly.
I'm not being silly. My friend SpongeBob is stuck in here.
Dad, tell him you're a silly boy.
No, I am not silly. I am passionate about SpongeBob.
Silly or crazy? It's one of the two.
That's enough of that. We don't need to inflict more damage by watching any more of this content. So now I'm gonna guess what his most recent video is. I'm gonna assume that his most recent video has something to do with boxing. 1-0.
You heard it right, motherfucker. I'm fighting Mike Tyson.
Does anyone else find this insane? This seems like a lose-lose for Jake Paul. He either loses to a 60-year-old man, or he beats one of the most loved athletes and a 60-year-old man.
Time to time, just step into the...
I've also heard that for his next fight, Jake Paul will be fighting Muhammad Ali. beating a dead horse now. That's his opponent after Muhammad Ali, actually. So moving on to a real Goliath of the industry. He's been in the limelight for all the wrong reasons over the last couple of years. Next on the list, we have David Dobrik. If you didn't already know, he started on Vine and then created his first ever YouTube video 9 years ago titled Cool Intro. So let's have at it.
David Dobrik. If you don't know me, that's because I'm a piece of shit. Let's do that again. I am a piece of shit. Yeah. That's my slut. That may be my fourth girlfriend. New YouTuber, you know, new fresh videos every week. Every Friday I'll try to upload one. So subscribe.
I'm aware of all the controversy that's happened with David Dobrik, so I'm assuming his latest video, which I honestly have never seen, is something to do with an apology. I guessed wrong. So it's just a bog standard David Dobrik vlog 1 year ago. Who would think that someone who gives out Teslas like it's candy wouldn't need to make any more content because they're already swimming in a monstrous amount of money. Warning to anyone out there, if you become friends with this guy, you might end up as blind as a welder's dog. Next on the list, we have... I'm not even gonna bother saying it. Nigahiga was one of my favorite YouTube creators growing up. He was one of the first that I was introduced to, and he himself was one of the first on the platform, starting his channel in 2006. His first video is How to Be Ninja, and if you haven't seen this, what have you been doing with your time?
Hey you!
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
God?
Want to learn how to defend yourself?
Yeah.
Aren't you tired of bullies picking on you all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Well then, How to Be Ninja is a DVD for you.
If this doesn't give you a full heart, I don't know what will. I oddly feel like I've been in that room at some point in my life. Does anyone remember the Nice Guys? I remember the Nice Guys song off by heart, still to this day. I haven't seen any of his uploads or anyone talk about him in a long time now, so I'm gonna assume that he is not making any more, because if he is after 16 years, then round of applause. So it seems his last upload was 3 years ago. New COVID-19 study confirms beating up Asians does not prevent coronavirus.
Tonight on Channel 6 News, the increase of violence towards Asian Americans continue to rise during this coronavirus pandemic, and why scientists believe you should reconsider your next hate crime. Coming up next.
So I was right, he stopped 3 years ago. He disappeared like a fart in a fan factory. Heading back to the new era and a completely different style of video, we have JiDion, who started creating content back of 2018 and blew up and died and was resurrected. See, this is the first on this list that I actually know what happened to him. JiDion started out making menace content. He went from playing pranks on us humans to the supernatural because he threw his entire channel away and started a Christian-related channel, which I despise, not because of the content, but I'm jealous that he had all that and just threw it away. JiDion's first ever upload was I got suspended for hustling at my school.
Alright, y'all, so got the assistant principals with me right here, you know, got busted and everything, it's all good. Got anything you want to say to the camera? No.
Basically, he goes around selling cans of Coke to his schoolmates and gets suspended for it. So there you go. He's always been a menace, except now he is being a menace for the Almighty. He is. It's just a prank broing Lucifer himself. Just giving up 7.8 million subs when you're in your peak. Good on ya. Oh. But if you're giving it away, if you're not doing anything with it, while you're here, like the video and subscribe. Only if you're having fun though. If you're not having fun and you don't like me, don't do it. I don't deserve it. But if you are, join. Next up is everyone's favorite YouTuber. And I mean it. I'm not being sarcastic. The man, the myth, the legend is RiceGum. RiceGum's controversial YouTube career began with COD gameplay. As you're gonna see, 95% of YouTubers begin with some sort of gaming commentary. It's almost a rite of passage now for YouTubers to begin with gaming, whether it be COD or Minecraft, and end their career with one final hurrah, one big bang, if you will. And that big bang is some sort of racial slur and subsequent apology video. I myself began making gaming videos on YouTube.
Hey guys, how you going?
I guess we know how this is gonna end. Oh.
If you're here just to have fun, I'm really funny, I think. I like to troll people.
Claiming you're very funny is a really humble start and a great beginning to a wholesome career. RiceGum's entire career was based on diss tracks, pretty much. If you were alive during 2018, you know who this man is and you know what he was doing. But since then, there's not really much to say about him. So my guess as to what he has last been up to is some sort of shithousery, trash talking, if you will, someone else, because that's what he became famous for doing. It appears he uploaded a video 10 months ago, which is not that long ago. Prior to that, it was 3 years. This one titled Baby Girl. He may have had a child. We can only find out. Well, that's horrible. Sorry for your loss. That's just, oh God. That must be hell on earth. Best wishes for the future, I guess. Moving on. We've got another throwback coming up, and it is none other than Jenna Marbles. Her first video was uploaded 14 years ago, 2010, and it's called Charles Franklin Marbles is a Sad, Sad Man. Now, I know quality wasn't the best back in 2010, but was it that bad? Okay, well that's enough of that. Based on a 144p dog, I'm gonna try and guess where she's ended up. Someone who films their dog as their first upload, I'm assuming they're a family person. So my guess is some sort of vlog or family member vlog thing. Making a dog birthday. It's quite poetic, really. We've come full circle. Different dog, though. Other one dead. So someone did die. A creator did die. 3 years ago, making a dog birthday cake. It appears that Jenna Marbles has lost hers. Their channel now is as dry as a dead dingo's donger. If you thought RiceGum was controversial, wait till you see this. The next YouTuber that we're going to be looking at is none other than LeafyIsHere. If you were on the internet at all, like I was during grade 10 or so, when it was the whole H3H3 iDubbbz era, then you know who LeafyIsHere is. LeafyIsHere is a commentary channel that talked about drama and started beef with nearly everyone on the platform over some gameplay. He was pretty much the pioneer for the GTA racing video podcast format you see on TikTok today. See, if you didn't know, LeafyIsHere was eventually banned. Like perma-banned off YouTube. From what I could find, his first upload was something along the line of high school drama, which I would have loved to have seen. Some CSGO gameplay over him talking shit about some girl in his grade. Fantastic viewing. He took a very long break from 2017 until 2020, so 3 years with no uploads. And then in August of 2020, his account was perma-banned for harassment over the streamer Pokimane, because he made like 5 videos in a row just talking about her. It was pretty weird. Leafy is here and there and everywhere because he's a stalker. Another menace on the YouTube scene, but for all the right reasons, is none other than Filthy Frank, or who you may know now as Joji. Why did I say it like that? What? Joji, the musician. The first video I could find was 12 years ago on his Disaster Music channel, and it's called Filthy Shit.
I'd like to share with you a little story. I tend to have explosive diarrhea, like shit just flies all over the place. So I sat down to take a shit. Of course, diarrhea just exploded all over the place. I mean, it was shit. It was shit, basically.
Humble beginnings. He went on to make controversial and edgy content like iDubbbz and Max Mofo with his famous character Pink Guy. That's as far as I watched. I'm guessing his latest stuff has to do with music. The latest video on the TV Filthy Frank channel was 6 years ago, called Francis of the Filth.
Oh, Pink Guy! There you are.
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm assuming it's music he was promoting. I don't know how he escaped being Filthy Frank and became Joji. It's honestly a talent and it has to be studied. From one end of the spectrum to the other, we have Superwoman. Superwoman got famous for throwing up her gang sign at the start of videos. I know she went on to release books and even had her own late night talk show with NBC, which did as good as the Fred movie. So I've heard. I haven't seen. The first ever video on her channel was from 2011 called How to Tie a Side Turban.
Superwoman. Today I'm going to teach you how to tie a side roll-up bug, or at least my version of a side roll-up bug. And before I warn you,
Well, it's 9 minutes 50, so we don't need to do that. I'm gonna guess her content ended up being on a higher production level. Maybe high value skits, comedy skits and stuff. That's my guess. That's what I think she's done. Her latest upload other than a short is It's Been a While Life Update, and this was 10 months ago, so it's not that long ago.
someone remembered her password. What up, everyone? It's your girl, Lily. Oh, it's been a hot minute. I'm actually done up because I'm doing prep.
That's enough. We can stop it there. I feel like with so many of these OG creators, they never like adapt.
Oh, it's been a hot minute.
I get it trying to make content. It's kind of scary, like going for a different thing. That's the hardest thing about this game. You've got to adapt. While we're here with Lilly Singh, aka Superwoman, as most of you would know her, we might as well visit Superwoman 2.0, and that is Liza Koshy. I remember finding Liza Koshy back in like grade 9, 10 or something like that, and thought she was pretty funny, you know, came from Vine, and she was making funny vlog content that, well, at least I found it funny back then. We're about to find out if we still find it funny. The first video on her channel is titled, Sup, I'm Liza, the little brown girl. Liza?
Welcome, what's up, what's Gucci, what's poppin'? My name is Liza, and welcome to my YouTube channel. What? Where'd she go? And that's what you would have seen had this been a 6-second Vine, my friends. However, now we are in the magical world of YouTube.
It's kind of in the same bracket as like the Lele Pons type humor. Funny face equal funny. It's oddly like millennial humor. Let me tell you a thing about that bacon narwhal. I just did a thing. My prediction for where she ended up has to do something with vlogs, surely. That's what she was known for, her little quirky stuff. Her latest video was uploaded 4 months ago, which is very recent, and it's titled I Love Lucy with Liza.
Alright girls, now this is your last chance. If one piece of candy gets past you and into the packing room unwrapped, you're fired.
Yes, ma'am.
Let her roll!
What the fuck was that?
Liza posting a realistic reenactment of I Love Lucy is just what I needed.
Is it really what you needed? We've covered the early guy side of YouTube. We've also covered the early girl side of YouTube. We've covered the gamers. We've covered the diss tracks. But what about the beer? Well, you're in luck, because next up we have SteveWillDoIt. You may know him from the Nelk Boys, but SteveWillDoIt began just eating a shit ton of food on camera.
Let's get it. 1, 2, shoot for 5 minutes. Go. Holy shit.
Apparently Steve will do it. He will do anything you put in front of him. SteveWillDoIt had quite a controversial career on the platform, as many of you may know. He eventually got banned in 2022 for streaming himself gambling, but that wasn't the issue. The issue wasn't that he was gambling, it was that he showed the website by accident because his editor forgot to cover it, that YouTube perma-banned him off the website. Because of a simple error, he's gone. If he just kept smashing chicken nuggets, this probably wouldn't have happened. Personally, one of the funniest on this entire list, and easily the most controversial and most hated, is JayStation. You may be asking, 1, who is JayStation? Or 2, why are you covering JayStation? Because I want to. And it's funny, okay? And you will see why. See, JayStation, or Jason is his name, began uploading on YouTube in 2015 with absolute classics like asking people if they ever tried being gay, best poop dollar prank, and I Got Arrested. I Got Arrested is his first ever video 7 years ago, so let's check it out.
What's up? What's poppin'? In case you didn't know, I got arrested doing my last video. Basically, I just snuck inside the mall, and my plan was to just stay there all night for 24 hours, alright? It's a trend on YouTube. 24 hours in IKEA, 24 hours in Costco, 24 hours in Walmart. You know, people are just doing that, alright? And it's going viral. So my idea was to just go in the mall because I want to be a little bit different, but still be the same.
So this is another channel that I know what happened to. And what happened to JayStation, Mr. Jason, was he is also permabanned. And you may be wondering, Tim, why was he permabanned? Was he gambling? Did he do something racial? Was it some sort of sexual misconduct? It was worse than all of them. This man committed the ultimate sin, and that is terrible content. See, JayStation fell into the old content mind trap, which is much easier to do than most people think. I nearly fell into the content mind trap. I was nearly creating content I didn't want to do myself over on TikTok. It was what the algorithm told me to do by giving me views. Luckily, I broke away from that, and now I'm finding the content I really wish to do and to put out there, and that I'm proud of. JayStation didn't have that realization. I'm not even gonna try and explain it. Let's just watch. I'm only gonna show snippets of these because I don't want my YouTube channel permabanned.
Oh, bro! Yo, why'd you kiss me? What do you mean? I'm putting lipstick. Yo, Jay. What? Oh my God! What's up, guys? Back with another banger video. We went back onto the dark web and we actually discovered there's a gay potion, guys. Some potion that if you drink will turn any...
You might think he's waffling, you know, I'm making jokes about it, but here we go. As a gay man, I can fully agree that we get our homosexuality from drinking a gay potion, putting lipstick on, and act feminine. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. That is irrefutable evidence. Who cares about that when there's classics like We Bought a Slave Off the Dark Web? Gay potion over there. Okay, buying a slave off the dark web. Thank you. No, not for me. I'm saying the...
I said I don't want to be seen. Whoa! Guys, let me see that. Jay, get off. What's up, guys? I've ordered everything possible from the dark web, guys.
Except a good writer, apparently, and a content manager. While you're there, you should grab a lawyer. It'd be pretty smart.
Ordered a child from the dark web. Even my...
I wouldn't promote that. I would not be saying that you bought a child off the dark web. That can get you in more trouble than just banned off YouTube. That will get you banned from society.
Girlfriend came from the dark web, guys. But during all of these dark web videos, I've noticed that there's actually been slaves for sale on the dark web, guys.
It is bad enough that Jay is the one making the content, but I would argue that the people who have agreed to pose like this for a video for JayStation, that is the ultimate evil. As shocking as they are, none of these videos led to him being banned off YouTube. That video would be this.
What's up, guys? I just got off the phone with Alexia's parents. They had set up a memorial on the side of the road for Alexia.
JayStation had uploaded a video saying that his girlfriend had died in a car crash, and then proceeded to try to contact her at 3 AM using a Ouija board. She came out later saying that she wasn't dead and that he faked it for views, but she was in on it the whole time. And this was the straw that broke the camel's back, and he was booted off the website. I understand why. The damage it can have on children who don't know any better, but for us, it's kind of hilarious. It really is. We're heading back in time a bit to one of my favorite YouTube channels, one that I would nearly watch daily when I was a kid, and that is the FineBros, or React, as they're known now. Benny and Rafi, the creators, the brothers, the FineBros, created it back in 2007. They started with their own skits and stuff, but the thing that really took them to that next level was their React series. Their kids react. What was it called? Geriatrics react? Old people react? I don't know. Teens react. Where they would take pop culture stuff and then get a bunch of people to react to it in a studio. Their first video, uploaded 16 years ago, is a Lost parody Star Wars.
Previously on Lost.
You all, everybody. You all, everybody. Well, there you are, Hobbit. Where are you been?
We've been searching for you for hours.
Now I know why they didn't get the kids to react to their content. I will admit, I do know where they were at a few years ago. I don't know if they're still making content now. They tried trademarking React videos. So any video where someone was reacting to other content, they would have the rights to or something. And it's safe to say that that didn't end up too well for them. If that had have gone through, you would not have the sort of gold content that you have right now watching this. So thank the Lord. I don't know what the world would look like. The hell on earth, maybe. My prediction is that they stopped their content. After all that drama, there's no way that they could have bounced back from that. Okay, so they're uploading twice a day.
It is time for a lyric battle featuring today's top hits. Alright, and we have some very special guests with us today in the studio.
I'm Connor Sherry. I'm Gabriel LaBelle.
So it looks like it didn't end too well for the MrBeast. If you've ever even clicked on YouTube, then you know who this next person is, and that is Shane Dawson. You already know who this man is, so let's go check out his first ever video. Oh, and that apology was 9 years ago. But that isn't his actual oldest video. Not only did he delete all those old offensive videos on his channel, but I also found another video re-uploaded on a separate channel, which is his first original upload.
What's crackin', YouTubers? In case you don't know me, my name is Shane. Nice to meet you. All that stuff. Well, you're probably wondering why I'm doing this. I mean, I'm not a 12-year-old girl looking for man love on the internet.
That hasn't aged well. Ugh. How's the helmet cut? The haircut as well.
Truth is, I have cancer.
Well, I guess that's the answer to where he is now, and that is in heaven. So my prediction for Shane Dawson is it finally got the better of him, and he is no longer with us. Shockingly, I'm not correct, and he actually uploaded 11 days ago, after 5 months, and then 9 months, and a year, uploading very sporadically, so it's safe to say that he's not really a YouTuber anymore. Now we have the biggest of them all, and yes, I know he isn't dead, and his YouTube channel is definitely not dead either, but I thought it would be fun to go back and check out his early content and see where he is now. MrBeast's first upload is worst Minecraft saw trap ever.
Alright, gee, where am I? What just happened? What did you say? From Saul, before you can advance, you must flip every switch and kill all the monsters that come out.
To go from that to this.
Sitting on these train tracks is a $250,000 Lamborghini, and barreling down on it right now is a massive train.
Is nothing short of insane. It's funny how content has changed over time. I mean, it's understandable, it's only natural. Although we look back at those old videos and they're kind of cringy or whatever, they had personality. I feel like lately on YouTube, we're treading a very fine line between the most optimized, best possible content you can have and just being a chat GPT version of entertainment where it has no character, no soul. It's purely optimized to trigger all the monkey parts of your brain to make you keep watching. And although the content is grand and stuff we've never seen before, I think some people are forgetting that the reason anyone comes on this platform is to have human connections, is to care about a creator or someone and have a community that goes deeper than just retention hacks and click-through rate pretty thumbnails. Let me finally show you what you've all been waiting for. A video that has never seen the light of day from someone you care about deeply. Maybe even love. Because all this shit talking and jokes and commentary about other YouTube channels wouldn't mean anything unless I showed you my first video. See, I've been creating content in the shadows of YouTube for longer than you may think. Ever since I was little, I was using my mum's iPhone 4 or any sort of device that could record to make YouTube videos with my cousins and my friends. It's all I wanted to do. I have to confess, technically this isn't the first video I ever made. I remember making content on YouTube much like Fred's first video where it was just absolute lunacy directed at the camera. But I got insecure in my early teenage years when people found those videos and I deleted them, which is the biggest tragedy to ever happen in history. Really. This classic, this piece of art, my magnum opus is called Call of the Nerds. So the premise of this video is I found an iPad and some nerds got this intuition that I was playing with their iPad and they didn't like that. Let's get into it. Ugh. Getting the dogs out for free. I was ahead of my time.
Oh, what's this? This is weird. Oh, this is weird. To MJ, Stephen H. Thanks for showing me Minecraft.
Really sensitive, heartfelt comedy on display here. Not much has changed.
What the heck? Who's that?
Sorry, I gotta pause it. Good mixing on the audio. I love the clarity of the dialogue. Not that it means much, because the dialogue isn't worth listening to. There's a few things that aren't making sense already, a few plot holes, if you will.
Someone's been touching my iPad. Oh, it's got my Minecraft account on it. Let's roll. Let's roll like Donkey Kong and Bee.
So, you may be saying, who are these people? My cousins. Because I forced all of my family members and friends to partake in my sort of genocide of comedy.
What the? Who the hell are those people?
Fix the teeth, clearly, and the haircut, hopefully. Genius comedy, coming out in different clothes, chasing with the maze. Benny Hill. Oh.
I think I lost them. I hope I did, because they're really creeping me out. Why aren't you online?
That is the biggest crime of humanity. This is a hate crime that Call of the Nerds never got a sequel. To be continued, and it never was. Lies, false hope, and hollow promises. It's evil. It's evil. The world deserves Call of the Nerds Part 2. That is me in all my glory, and all of your favorite creators in all of their glory. Thank you. I love you all.